I can remember my father, he actually worked at the Golden Gate stamper mill, you know, and I was only a kid, probably 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and I can remember him working that before a bushfire came through and burnt it. Yeah, well, I can remember my father, he actually worked at the Golden Gate stamper mill, you know, and I was only a kid, probably 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and I can remember him working that before a bushfire came through and burnt it. Yeah, well, I can remember my father, he actually worked at the Golden Gate stamper mill, you know, and I was only a kid, probably 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and I can remember him working that before a bushfire came through and burnt it down, you know.
They come and see some they come from Mount Isa, come through, then they go back and they reckon, oh, we'll just stop in the town and get a cup of coffee. Then they go to the info centre and they're there for 2 or 3 days, just wandering around because the town doesn't look much, but it's got a lot of history to check out on.
Oh, yes, that's all gone along, you see. Yeah. See, like, I was talking to a brother a few nights ago, Eddie, and he's 90, and he said he can't remember when the big mining was still going on. There's a few, as I say, here then, and there was a mine out here in Battery still out in Golden Gate, few people doing that there too.
But when he run the plant out there, he was just doing it for himself, and he was just crushing dumps and that. Or he was actually picking the best of the material, you know, and getting the gold, and we survived on that anyway. So he must have made a living. Yeah.
Yeah, but because it was deep reef, they had trouble with the water in the mines, so they went and got all the mulligifs. They got a fair lot of gold out of that, because in the old days, if the miners used to just take what was easily got out, instead of standing there, you know, bashing the hell out of it, just get a little bit. They just get what they could and left the mullock heaps, and the mines come along and just cleaned all the heaps up.
And a lot of them then was redoing the mullock heaps. See, in those days, a lot of gold get left in the mullock heaps, you know. And
well, blue mullock is where you get your gold out of them. In those days, they had to go 3% to make it worthwhile to mine. See. So you need to get about more, 1.5 ounces, and some 2 ounces was thrown away in the big mullock heaps and that.
I think the expense of getting it out of the ground might have been too much. They were getting a lot of gold and all that, and I've actually worked in the gold room and that, and pouring gold and that, but it was about 60-40, you know, 60 silver, 40 gold.
But they are talking about exploring up there and getting more gold, gold mines and that.
But see, when they say 32 hotels in Croydon, I'm not too sure whether they're just talking about Croydon or whether they're including Golden Gate and the King out there and that. But that's the story anyway. There's 32 hotels here, yeah.
Well, then after that, we done no more mining after that. Granddad us come in there. It was a shame. We had a little mine going, very rich too, a little one started up there.
No, there's still plenty gold under Croydon.